Duality9xers, welcome back. These are your sports headlines today. This is what's trending from Monday, May 19th. We'll start off with some baseball news for your baseball fans. Jose Alvarado of the Philadelphia Phillies has tested positive for PED, performance enhancement drug violation. He's been suspended for 80 games. So we'll have more news to come on that soon. Juan Soto received a very ruckus Bronx cheer upon his return to the Yankee Stadium, marking a very emotional moment for the very famous slugger. The Brewers snapped the Twins' 13-game winning streak. As you know, the Milwaukee Brewers ended the Twins' 13-game winning streak with a very decisive victory. If you guys are fans, you guys would appreciate that. If you're not so much of a fan of that news, then yeah. Let me do this one. The Milwaukee Brewers snapped the Minnesota Twins' impressive 13-game win streak. That was interesting. In the NFL, Brock Purdy signed a huge, massive extension. San Francisco 49ers have signed Brock Purdy to $265 million extension, making him one of the highest paid QBs in the league. And they're also close. The San Francisco 49ers are not done. They're also close to finalizing Fred Warren's extension. Hey, you know what? He's a great linebacker, and I think that's going to happen with some pretty big numbers and pretty big zeros attached to it. The New York Jets predicted to move on from Justin Fields. So this has been something that I've been kind of following a little bit. There's a possibility that they may I think that marriage might be done. Yeah, and maybe now with Clemson in the woodworks and stuff like that, that's going to be interesting to kind of see what happens. Switching gears to basketball, to the NBA, the New York Knicks advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals as they stunned the Boston Celtics and a dominant Game 7 victory. We were talking about this earlier, actually, in one of my earlier videos, and the New York Knicks secured their first Eastern Conference Final appearance in decades. Yeah, it's been a long time. But I mean, they had the support of a lot of celebrities like Tracy Morgan, Ben Stiller, to name a couple, and many others as well. Spike Lee, of course, who I don't think has actually left his seat. I think he's just kind of stationed. He's been kind of glued or hammered into his seat. He's a staple there in Madison Square Gardens, and I don't think I think he just stays and remains there. He's amazing. But the fans there, the fan base is incredible for the New York Knicks. I had a chance to watch the Raptors play, Toronto Raptors, play the New York Knicks in Madison Square Gardens, and it was amazing. They actually did a tribute to Michael J. Fox and Muhammad Ali, and it's incredible, man. It's just the fan base and the people and the vibes is just great. You know, we got a chance to meet Masai Ujiri, just incredible. I'll talk a little bit more about that. I don't want to digress and kind of steer away off the beaten path here, but we'll get back to the news, right? The Timberwolves knock out the Warriors. Whoa, what? The Warriors? Golden State Warriors? Steph Curry? What? Draymond Green? What happened? The Golden State Warriors were eliminated, and the Timberwolves continue to stroll on with their power and might onto the Western Conference Finals. And Mike Breen actually praised the fans of Minnesota, calling them the most underrated fans in the NBA. Aaron Gordon's injury status. Aaron Gordon's availability for the Denver Nuggets crucial Game 7 against Oklahoma City Thunder remained quite uncertain due to injury. Let me give you a quick fast-forward update. And Oklahoma City Thunder took it. They whopped the Denver Nuggets in a very decisive victory and fashion. And let's talk about the NHL. In the NHL, we had the Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs versus Florida Panthers were taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Game 7 in Toronto. As you're aware, the Toronto Maple Leafs forced a Game 7 by beating the Florida Panthers 2-0. And Joseph Woll actually came out with a very stellar shutout in Game 6 in Florida. This happened in Florida, forcing a Game 7, and it was absolutely incredible. And then, of course, the Toronto Maple Leafs were poised, ready to go, taking on the big bad, defending, reigning Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers. And you guys probably already know the story, and it was bad news. Bad news for the Toronto Maple Leafs as they lost 6-1 in defeat in Game 7 against the Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers dominated. I mean, in the first period, I think there was, the first 10 minutes was all the Florida Panthers. They dominated right from the beginning, and and they started to pour it on. Then they scored 3 goals in the second period, and there's just no turning back. There's no looking back. Sorry, it's the same old song and dance for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and you feel bad for the fans in the six. Because they can't seem to catch a break. You have all the firepower in the world with all the latest acquisitions and changes, and they brought in strongman Craig Berube as well too, who's got a very good track record being a coach, and understands the game as he used to play in the NHL. They made some really good acquisitions. They brought in Oliver Ekman-Larsson. They've they got Tanev. Max Pacioretty, they got Max Domi, they have Tavares, Matthews, Marner, Nylander. You got the big 4 core, and they can't seem to get it done again. And so anyhow, the Florida Panthers trot on forward to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they're going to be taking on Carolina. And now there's 4. And meanwhile, the Dallas Stars eliminated the Winnipeg Jets. And if you guys caught that game, it was sad. Mark Scheifele actually, for the Winnipeg Jets, number 55, actually lost his dad. His dad passed away the same day that he's playing. And he just kind of made a decision to go ahead and play because he said that's what his dad would have wanted. And it was quite noble and brave of the young man. He came out and he played. He played with his heart. He actually scored the first goal for the Winnipeg Jets. It was absolutely incredible. And unfortunately, they got into some penalty problems and issues down, into the latter part of the game. And the Dallas Stars capitalized on it. And the rest unfortunately is history. But yeah, it was great. The Winnipeg Jets played a great game. They did the best that they could. Now the Dallas Stars are going to take on the Edmonton Oilers, who beat the Vegas Knights in decisive fashion, and they're resting up and they're ready to go. So it's going to be very, very interesting Final Four. And more to come on that. So those are the news that I have right now for sports. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please share your comments and smash the like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. But before I go, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day. Enjoy your time. We'll see you next time.